As the community waits for more news, the Hytale team continues to show off postcards from Orbis, and we continue to discover more secrets about Hytale. As we approach the summer season, many gaming conventions such as E3 and Summer Game Fest are just around the corner. Many in the community are hoping that the Hytale team will have some of this show at one of these conventions. There is hope, though Summer Game Fest, which is June 10th, has listed that Riot Games will be there. If you do not know what Riot, the company that is helping funding Hytale, this is a pretty good sign for Hytale fans, but we can only hope. Another bigger, more well-known gaming conference is E3, which is on June 12th. Although we have less evidence that Hytale will be here, if they are, it would be a giant platform for them to make a huge announcement. If Hytale is at E3, it would be a giant announcement for trailer, or even maybe a beta release. Will they release a new trailer, show off new blog posts, or even announce a beta? Unfortunately, we don't know yet, but it seems that Hytale is getting ever closer. It would be smart of them to make an announcement and blog post over the summer and plan for summer beta before the holidays when the AAA games from companies like Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation take over the market. On another note, an article was released this week in the Belfast Telegraph, a newspaper in the UK. This includes an interview of Noxie and Sean who talk about Hytale and its development. This article is very similar to others talking about Hypixel Studios, as it refers to lines like Disneyland inside a game, and how fans describe it as Minecraft 2.0. This article mostly talks about how the UK's gaming industry is doing and uses Hypixel Studios as a prime example of something that could push the industry forward. The article mentions a bit about Riot acquiring Hypixel Studios and includes a fact about how Riot originally wanted them to move to a place like Santa Monica or downtown Los Angeles, but the team that was mostly remote anyway wanted to keep their location in Derry, Northern Ireland. The entire article ends with a quote from Sean saying that the plans are nothing short of world domination. We're pushing into full production and things are looking even better. This is good news that they're saying that production is looking good, and they seem to have a release plan ready to go. The plans for world domination seem like another sign that they might be at Summer Game Fest or E3, or maybe they're planning something even bigger. Let's take a quick break to talk about our sponsor, server.pro. server.pro offers exceptional services for Minecraft hosting and soon to be Hytale hosting. They have a complete custom-built control panel with custom hostnames and even support for scripting and modding. You can go over to server.pro and get a Minecraft server right now for free. Not only that, but they will seamlessly migrate to Hytale at launch. Visit the link in the description to jump onto the offer right now and invite your friends to a server experience you will never forget and also be one step ahead of Hytale's launch. Moving on to the recent two postcards, we can see the postcard from last week. The caption reads, "An unfamiliar element threatens the normal balance of the forest." And we see an image of what looks to be a forest in the snowy Zone 3, with a weirdly colored tree standing out in the dark nighttime forest. Based on the caption mentioning the element, we can guess that this is the Void, which would explain its corrupted kind of look. Although at first this image looks a bit plain, we can notice some smaller details hidden inside. Looking at the tree, we can see some type of red crystal growing out of the corrupted tree. Maybe this is some sort of void crystal or possibly a special type of ore. Also, if we look at the rock below the tree and zoom in, we can see a banner similar to the one we have seen near the Outlander camps. Maybe there is a group of Outlanders hidden nearby. If we even look closer, then we can see some dark shape standing near the left of the tree. It is very hard to make out what the creature is, but some on Twitter had ideas a very likely chance is what Hytale Brazil replied. He brightened up the image and compared the shape to what void eyes we have seen in screenshots before. You can see the eyes coming off of the silhouette, and the tentacle-like arms also floating off the body. This creature being a void eye would make sense as it's right next to a void tree. Maybe this creature is protecting it, or maybe these creatures spawn near them. The next postcard from this week is captioned, "We're committed to empowering players to celebrate the full spectrum of their identities and experiences through Hytale avatars. Happy Pride Month from the Hytale team." This is an image full of players that look like they are in some sort of server lobby. It really shows how much you can customize your player so that everyone is completely unique. This image also shows off different colors of these leather and cloth banners. There are so many colors to choose from. We can also see many types of flowers that we have seen before, and the small Gaia statue wearing a pride scarf. Also, if you look closely, you can see a pigeon popping his head up at the bottom of the picture. We can also see a parrot in the image. It seems to be following this player, like it is their pet, and has some colors that stand out quite a lot. Another last minute piece of news that we have gotten was that Reddit user Red Flag found some more Hytale subdomains added and updated to the Hytale website. These have been updated very recently and include pages of authentication, admin, and other services. It would be hard to explain what these do, and we really don't know currently, but you cannot access these links as they are blocked or not currently running. But we know that they exist and have been changed, but it's a good sign that they are updating their website in preparation for something, or maybe it's just a coincidence and we're looking into it too much. Now let's take a moment to look at some of the amazing work done by the community. First, we can look at this amazing 3D Hytale style model made by H-Labs on Twitter. This is the Lich King from World of Warcraft and is one of the best Hytale models I've seen in full detail. Even his sword has amazing looking style that, even though it's unique, still fits into Hytale's kind of look. Although this next thing might not qualify as what you think is art, it still looks amazing. This is a pre-release Hytale timeline made by Leftus on Twitter. If you have ever seen the 2B2T timeline, you might recognize the style. This timeline includes a lot of things marked as important, from trailer release to create-a-thon. You can also see little symbols for all of the blog posts marked as Bs on the timeline. Sadly, we haven't seen one of those in a while. The last thing you can notice from this timeline is the graph shape in the back, which is Hytale's popularity over time. Hopefully we can see that spike up towards very soon. The last piece of fan art we will show today was made by Fenris Fox and shows a Quebec watching as his home is burning. The detail in the eyes reflecting the fire and the embers floating in the background make this piece look amazing. No matter if you are for or against the Quebecs, you must admit how great this looks. And that wraps up today's video. As always, we can't be more grateful for being your guys' #1 place for all things Hytale. We are also eagerly waiting for this game to come out, and if there is any more news, we will be sure to keep you updated. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to join our Hytale News Discord and get pinged whenever there is new Hytale content. You can also find us over on Twitter at Hytale News YT, where you can get instant updates on Hytale news and fan arts.